I'm Nikki Bernstein.
And I'm John Klontz.
And we're here today with
Barbara Kaplan.
Barbara Kaplan. Thank you so much for being our first interviewee at parkbench.com, Paradise Valley. We are so excited to have you.
I am so excited to be here, to be a first. Thank you so much for coming in.
Well, funny story, she's thanking me for being here, or thanking us for being present here, but it's her home. Her home is your home is spectacular.
Oh,
so
thank you.
It is an amazing illustration of what it is you do, which is, her business is Design Dimensions. Also, Barbara is the author of the Bajaro Method, which I thought was, because we're in Arizona, I thought it was the Bajaro Method, but it is the Bajaro Method. Can you tell us a little bit about your book?
Well, my book has a tagline, and it says, "Rooms have no feelings, you do." And your home is a reflection of you. So therefore, actually what you said was my home, and it's nice or whatever, but really it's who I am that I wanted to express here. So as I was giving John a little tour earlier, I explained to him there are certain details in the house that are very important to me that the average person coming in may not even know about. But obviously it's black and white, so that's important to me. And this house actually, if you look at it, is all white. The walls are white, the floors are white, and a lot of the furniture is white, and the black is the accent. So I've added things that replicate something of my personality and my soul, actually. There's a lot of stripes in the house. Mm-hmm. Triangle is my favorite shape. So there are a lot of triangles here, and circles. So those are the three basic geometric shapes that I have, although I like geometry, whatever it is. And it's really about expressing who you are in your own home. It doesn't matter, I seldom have people come into my home. It's really just decorated for me.
Well, we're very grateful to be here, and it is spectacular and completely unique. And I think that speaks to maybe the comment in your book. How do you help a person find their own design style and make their home express their emotion?
Yes, and that's really the Bajaro Method.
I think it's amazing.
Which has three elements.
Okay.
And the first one is understanding. You have to understand who you are, and you have to understand the project and what is involved so that you really are comfortable with it. Mm-hmm. Then the second one is accepting. You have to accept yourself for who you are, and you have to accept what's necessary to express that in your home, be it cost, be it workmen coming in, whatever it is, and so much more, of course. And then the other thing is allowing it to happen and not being resistant to the process, to getting comfortable with the process and saying, okay, if this is what I want, this is what I have to do.
So, Barbara, you gave me this book a while ago, and I did read it.
Wow.
And I know, it's a surprise.
She's a very quick reader.
I did read it. No, she gave it to me a couple of months ago, and I did read it. And one of the things that I thought was so fascinating is that you actually prescribe exercises to really get to know who you are.
Yes.
Can you talk about that process and how it feels when you take on a client? What paces do you put them through?
Okay.
How does that process look?
Well, the most important thing is that I ask questions. And how often do we ask ourselves questions?
Not often enough, I don't
Not
think.
often enough. To sit down quietly and look this way. I believe that interior design is interior design. This is all exterior design. We have to look within ourselves to discover who we are. It's really a discovery process, and then those answers will come. And slowly but surely, yes, I do have exercises in the book, and they ask questions, and then you can write the answers, and you can talk to someone you may be living with. Also, you may talk to a friend who knows you. It just depends, and most of all, talk to yourself and then talk to your designer. If you're doing this for yourself, that's fine. I highly recommend the process. And then you will know yourself what you need to do to make this happen. If you're working with a designer, then you can express this to a designer and help the designer understand. I don't go into people's homes and tell them how to live. I ask them, how do you live? What do you like? What don't you like? What's working? What isn't?
So not only do you help people in our town, Paradise Valley, redesign their homes or take a look internally, but also people can simply use your book
Absolutely.
and really find a way. Life happens, phone's ringing,
But we're not answering.
but we're not answering because we're busy. But people, well, we'll wait for that. And people can look to your book
Yes.
and they can find it on Amazon.
Yes, the book is on Amazon,
Okay.
and it's easily gotten that way, and certainly they can call me, and also.
That's true.
And when I go to someone's home and do a consultation, I always gift them with the book.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
So people really have the opportunity to start looking within, but in part, similar to what it is we do, really is about the psychology.
It's total psychology, total. Because we really live in our hearts and in our mind, in our hearts and our minds.
Right.
And this is all a physical expression of that. So how we create, what do you like to sit on? What do you like to look at? What kind of lighting do you like? What kind of, look, I have a lot of floral, actually not florals, but plants in my home. That's very important to me. I don't mind taking care of them because I need them. And I need them for my health, and I need them for the room's health.
So
I have a great
You
follow-up
wrote-
question
you
to
followed
that.
that.
So clearly this is a unique expression of yourself. I'm wondering, when you've come across a client who has some very unique desires or interests,
Yeah.
what has been the most unusual request?
Oh,
that
I'm
you've
going to
been
cut
able-
in and say, I was going to say that.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were going to say, don't tell them, don't
Don't
tell
tell.
them.
I was going to ask similarly because really when you're doing the work, you're suggesting some interesting things probably come out.
Well, they do. And I will not give all of that.
You don't
detail.
have to divulge everything,
you don't have to say
but...
who it is, but
I-
tell us what it is.
Yeah, I subscribe to the HIPAA
Oh, okay.
of interior design.
We didn't know there was a HIPAA agreement.
I created it.
Okay,
Perfect.
fair enough.
But the truth is, though, that people, we are all different.
Sure.
And what you may think is really different to you and that you might even be embarrassed about,
Uh-huh.
you needn't be, because it's your life. And if you're not hurting anyone by the way you live, then why not celebrate that
Right.
and be happy? And the only environment that you can truly control is your home.
So you must have an incredibly diverse catalog of styles that you are comfortable working with.
Well, I work with every style, and
Yeah.
it's really about my client's style. I don't specialize in a style. I specialize in what I'm talking about. But the key word, I feel, is creativity. And there's not one answer when you're designing. There are no rules. And so if you're a creative person, that's great. And if you're not a creative person, although I believe everybody is creative to a large extent, you even were creative in designing your route to get here. You know, we create all day long, we create our days. And so it's about creating for yourself. And most of us don't take that time. And that's why the book works, and that's why asking questions of yourself works. I'd like to add one thing, which I don't know if you're going to ask me, but how do I decorate for couples?
I'd love to know that.
How do you decorate for couples? I was just about to ask that one too.
That's probably the most asked question. And I always like to say 1 and 1 equals 3, because there's your taste and there's your taste, but when you come together, you have the opportunity to create a third taste. And that's the joint one.
I see.
So your taste equals our taste.
That's right.
That's fair.
That's right.
I'm an interior
I think you're getting
helper
it.
now.
I think
Yeah.
you're getting
I've been upgraded to interior helper.
Yeah. And can I add something else?
Sure.
This is what I want to do, is empower people to get comfortable with interior design. And that's what you just expressed, because there is no mystery about it. And people are so afraid. The biggest thing they're afraid of is making a mistake. And the truth is, you can't make a mistake. If you like something and you want to live with it, it's the right thing.
Right. It's a funny commentary because we are oftentimes telling people to peel back.
Mm-hmm.
But because we really can't speak to other people's tastes.
Right.
But for you, it's all about putting in what you love.
Exactly.
And really loving your space and really finding your home. And whatever home is and however that's defined. Speaking of finding home and things like that, one of the things that Barbara is great at is she is also not only a question asker, but a fantastic observer. And so one of her other hats that she wears is she is a lifestyle editor at Trend Magazine. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I'd love to. At Trends Magazine, there are 3 pages that I particularly favor that I put my name on also, is I interview people heart to heart, hopefully in their own home, if they allow me to, or their office, but
Right.
it has to be some personal space. And we just talk about them, and I discuss things with them, if they allow me, that not the typical questions. And, you know, I just want people to speak from their heart. And how often do we really do that? And how many people really get that opportunity to have somebody listen to that? So that's what I do on one page. It's called Interview Heart to Heart. The other page is Wow Worthy, and I feature product services that are wow, so that when you turn that page, I want you to go, wow. And I look for that, and I also have a Barbara's Pics page.
Let's talk about Barbara's Pics.
Okay.
Tell me all about it. Where can we find it? Let's start with where we can find it.
Barbara'sPics.com.
Perfect. Very easily spelled. BarbaraPics.com.
Yeah, right. Barbara'sPics.com. So what I have is a directory, an online directory, where I refer the best of the best companies in design and lifestyle. And these are people that I've worked with, other designers have worked with, and people that I have found that are just incredible at what they do. And as we know, in 2008, so many people did go out of business. And that's kind of when the idea started.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted the public, the consumers, to know these wonderful businesses and people that really care. And I'm promoting them.
I think that's great. Tell me a little bit about your experiences here, since we're talking not only about design, but your life here and your lifestyle here in Paradise Valley. Can you tell, how did you end up here in Paradise Valley?
Happily.
Happily.
From where?
We were North Central first, and I did raise my children there for most of their lives,
Mm-hmm.
and then came out here. And I just love the lifestyle out here. Of course, it's been 27 years now that I'm here.
In this house?
Yes.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
changed a little, the surroundings, and it's just a very peaceful place. It's a very interesting place, great people, beautiful homes, beautiful environment as far as the plants are concerned, and
Mm-hmm.
the gardens, and people really care about their homes, and it's just been a joy, because I do love beauty, and I feel that Paradise Valley is a very beautiful place.
It really is.
You were telling us earlier about a luncheon you just attended.
Oh, well, there are women in Paradise Valley. I don't know the exact name, but I call them Paradise Valley Women Who Lunch. And they're a wonderful group of women, and they just had the fabulous fashion show that they put on every year. And talk about putting your heart in something, they really did. It was just fabulous. It's on my Facebook page.
Wonderful. So we can find those ladies and that group to align with
Yes.
on your Facebook
Yes.
page, which is
Barbara Kaplan.
Barbara Kaplan. So
Yes.
we can
You know how
visit
to
her.
keep it easy.
Yeah.
I know.
Just keep it simple.
You know, life gets complicated by itself, so I'm trying to keep it easy.
All right, so because you are a Paradise Valley resident of 27 years and you have seen it change so immensely, tell us your favorite restaurant to go to.
Wow. Well, there's a brand new one, and I have many, and this is not just...
That's
I'm
okay.
It's
We're
not
not
a
going to charge you
Barbara's
with bias.
Yes, yes. You know, Modern Oyster just opened up.
I've not
and,
been.
it's just brand new, and it's wonderful. And of course, we have so many. I have to tell you, I love Tavern, what is it called? Village Tavern.
Yeah.
That's a
And
long time staple.
It is, and it's got booths, so you have privacy.
Yeah.
If I need to talk to somebody, it's really nice in there. And we go to Peter Jungle a lot. and sushi places, and there's just great steak places, and everything is here.
Yes.
You really don't have to leave Paradise Valley.
No, not very far
Yeah.
anyway. I mean, you
Yeah.
might have to cross, Shay. It's nothing is particularly
That's right.
far. Well, Barbara, is there anything that you want to leave our viewership with that we might have left out?
Yes, viewership. They did not ask me to do this, but these are very special people, and I do recommend if you have any real estate needs that you speak to them. They did not know I was going to do this. They
This is
didn't,
not what
but
they-
I
oh,
do.
thank you.
I do work with a lot of real estate agents, and you've got a very personal touch and personal caring that you bring. And thank you very much for this opportunity.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. We appreciate your time and opening your home to us. We will have Barbara featured, and you will have links to everywhere you can find Barbara because it is plentiful. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us or contact Barbara directly.
And remember, rooms have no feelings. You do.
Thanks so much for joining us. Bye.